Rightio, we are here in Tassie catching up with as many people as I can. Braden Howlett, firstly, hello mate.
How you going?
Good.
Good to see you down here.
Good to see you have a shave.
Yeah, nah. Things are tight down here at the moment, mate. Busy man, too many horses in work.
We're at the Tassie yearling sales here for Carrick, but I'm trying to catch up with as many people as I can. I don't get a good chance, I can do some over the phone, but this is a bit different way to do it. Firstly, yearling sales, they mean a lot to the community. There's a lot of people keen for the sales and to be able to sell the horses through the Tasracing scheme.
Yeah, I think it's just another avenue where it encourages people to breed. The past few years, people have made some money off breeding, so you know, if breeders are breeding and people are buying them, well, it only helps our industry going forward, I think, especially with our younger horses.
Some lovely types. A lot of people might look at the breeding and it's not breeding that they know a lot about. Yours actually is a very interesting one, we'll get onto that in a sec. But really nice types, really well turned out horses, which is key. Yeah,
I think, and even like having that extra longer in the season as well, people don't mind giving those small horses a chance as well. There's a few January foals and December foals there as well, so they've still got a bit of growing to do, and the pastures in Tassie help that as well. So
they are big. Yeah. I just looked over my shoulder.
Yeah, no, I don't think
there's two, and they're tall. Like you guys don't think they're that tall, but they're tall.
Yeah, well, we didn't really know where else stood today in size, but she come here and you know she's more than average in size, so you just see what happens, I suppose. But
yours is like number 5, probably by the time this goes. I might not. I might have 5 minutes to be able to get up there and put it up, but if not, always be Mickey. Firstly, everyone's keen to get those. They've been keen at all the sales to get hold of and always be Mickey.
Yeah, and I think the early signs of them have been good. Obviously, there's always booms on stallions, but they've got to follow through. But yeah, we kind of just went along with that, just to follow the boom as well, to be honest. Matches well with the mare, cross arse plates, so it's all a bit of a raffle though, really, and you just hope that you get a nice sort out of it, if anything.
A couple of sales in Australia, there's been quite a few people do that cross, that arse place cross, which is what Mickey can bring to the table. So a few people are very, very keen on it, which is good. So I think that's one of the crosses that works.
Yeah, I'm no breeding expert, but I'll listen to Brett Coffey, and I've had discussions with a few others, so they're the men that know about it, so I'll just try and follow them in, and obviously they're going to talk for their own benefit, but
I was going to say, yeah, be careful too. Brett watches everything I do. You'll get a like and a thumbs up,
man, Brett.
This horse is very well Tassie bred though, isn't it? The dam. I mean, how do I say this? Pachuti?
Pachacuti.
Pachacuti. Okay, I'll go with that.
You raced around an angle a few times.
I'm Victorian, but no, I do know the horse, and that's the part about it. Nearly $400,000. Can't believe you're 4,000 short. $400,000 in stakes. High class horse, competed against the best, both here and in New South Wales. I think it actually did go to Victoria a couple of times as well. Last year in Melton as well.
Yeah, so he actually, Lyndon Dakin, I was doing work with Barry Rattray probably 10 years ago now when I was younger, and at the same time it was that mare that, and a couple of its foals, I think I actually broke this mare in, and it just happened to be 8 years later it came up for sale while we were having no success with our brood mare, so it was well bred by up major and lightly raced and had a bit of ability until it went sore, so we thought, oh, it's got to hope at least.
That'll be one of the things though with the Tassie sale, you know, having Tassie bred horses with good bloodlines behind them, like horses that people remember and know about. It's got to be key for a sale like this, and to be able to help a sale like this grow.
Yeah, I think you do need quality too, though. Like there's probably a couple there that might go a bit cheaper today, but that just means there's more a range for all buyers, if anything. Most of them with the Tas bred sale, in the past where they've sold for 10, 12,000 or 15,000, well, they want 20,000 from now just because of the bonuses.
Yeah.
And I know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it pushes it up for vendors, but it also means that the owners have to fork out a bit more as well. But when the money's there to be won in 12 months' time, well, the return on investment's good. The bonuses are incredible. How's that? I actually got the page. So to 2-year-olds, if you win, the owner gets $6,000, breeder gets $2,000, breeder gets another $2,000 coupon as well, which goes in then. And one of the kickers that a lot of people don't realise, once that breeder uses that $2,000 coupon, gets a foal on the ground, Tasracing give them another $2,000 for just putting a foal on the ground that could potentially race. So it's just a great scheme to continually build and increase the breeding population here in Tassie. And it's changed a lot in the last couple of years, and if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have bred, and I'd say most of these wouldn't have bred because they weren't getting any incentives. We were racing for 20 grand on our size races, and we got a $2,000 bonus a couple of times. And now you're looking at an extra 15,000, and they're encouraging you to breed. So, Tasracing have done a good job on that side of it.
But even you guys selling one, like say if it sells and goes to someone else, wins a race, you know, like you could be at home and the horse wins a race, you get a $2,000 jump in the kitty because of the breeders. So
Oh, well,
I mean,
we got $2,000 to breed it, $1,000 when it was born, and then possibly another $4,000 if it wins a race. So, you know, there's $7,000, and if you can make, you know, a bit of money today, well, you know, it's worth breeding. And there's a lot of people over there that just have it as a bit of an interest. A fair few of them are older in the game and just want to breed a couple, and if they make their 5,000 or 10,000 every year, you know, it gives them a bit of an interest to do, and they're still involved in the industry.
Tasracing in as a whole, you're enjoying it?
Yeah, I think every industry has their challenges.
Yep.
I'm quite outspoken. They're starting to listen to us, the participants, which I think is a good thing. Then in the past, obviously our prize money and the turnover's up, which we can't complain about, but I think there's always room for improvement in the way we do programming. The national rating system has its pros and cons, but also programming can try and eradicate that as well. But no, it's just, yeah, you've got to be particular in what area you're going to try and target, and that's where we've targeted the 2 and 3-year-olds the last few years and had success. Finally got a couple of yearlings that they've gone okay. The old man's taken the rap for choosing them, and I've picked all the duds out prior. But yeah, no, it's an easy thing to do. You come to the sales and they're up and going, can race in 12 months, and you don't have that 2-year wait.
Yeah.
And the issue is trying to get them in foal as well, which a lot of people are struggling with at the moment. So
yeah,
it's just a quicker process, and once they're racing, obviously their prize money goes up, and it's hard to find, unless you want to pay huge money for a horse, it's your best chance of finding your next champion, which everyone strives and dreams of. So
yep. The guys here, they're building some stabling, so that's also key to be able to keep young people in the game. And you can get one horse here, you can have, you know, quite a few horses here if you like.
Yep.
To be able to stable, that's another thing that I find very key to be able to continue to get people in. You don't have to go and fork out for land and other things.
Yeah, and a lot of people down here, most of them coming through the game are families, or the junior drivers like the Fords and the Duggans. You know, they've come from families who have properties or have the gear already, so that gives them a start. But it is hard for that one guy who, you know, might have a mate and get interested to get involved. Well, you know, you're looking at 10, 15,000 by the time you get a gear, cart and other things. So, you know, that's where people need to align themselves with someone else. But, you know, for myself and my brothers, you know, we've been lucky because Dad's got his property, a track, you know, horse, carts, floats, you know, and that probably helps us the next 10 years to stay involved. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't do it.
No.
And it's much harder to stay involved.
Yep.
But while the prize money's there and, you know, they're paying for themselves, well, it's a time-consuming hobby, but it's a hobby, and that's what a lot of people down here are like.
It is indeed. All right, better let you go. Still a few inspections going on. I can't believe Ben Yoll's here buying horses. He's got enough in there. You reckon he'd be sick of seeing horses? He'd have a Saturday afternoon, he'd take the day off?
Well, you'd be silly not to come here with the Tasbred.
Yeah, exactly.
Bonus. I think he brought 3 out of 9 in Melbourne Tasbred, but no, I'm supposedly buying a couple more today, and so are a couple others. So
yep, very good.
No, thanks for coming down.
Thanks, mate. We'll catch up with you. I won't see you at 4 o'clock in the morning either. You're out of the camera. Look, I told you not to step out of the camera.
No,
You're
I'm in
out.
the camera.
You just stepped out.
That last bit there I was.
Thank you.